Welcome to Balanced Life Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Angela Clark. Life is a crazy, wonderful adventure, and it can pull you in every direction, sometimes all at once. Can you really achieve success in one area of life without losing it all everywhere else? Can it really be done? Are you up for a good challenge? Well, let's get started. Hello, let me take a minute to just introduce myself. I'm Angela. I'll be hosting this upcoming podcast. I have to say, I'm super excited and super scared all at the same time. But I'm going to put one proverbial foot in front of the other and just keep going. You see, I'm going to be sharing with you the amazing secrets of success that you can apply in every area of your life. Okay, yes, they are amazing, but no, they're not secrets. And I'm not a billionaire that's going to lead you through the magic gate to paradise where all your dreams are going to come true. What I am is a student. Let me give you a little backstory here. Because if you're going to spend your precious time listening to this podcast, I feel as though you should know a little bit about who you're getting advice from. Okay, so through my teenage years, I was a typical small-town girl. I came from a religious family. I went to church every Sunday, blah, 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 right? At 17, I found myself pregnant. Where my story differs, though, is that the father of my baby actually wanted to be the father to his child. We both quit school. We got married, we bought a trailer we lived in for $5,000, I think we purchased that thing for, and we started our life together. We did not do things by the book, and I would never tell anyone to follow that path. It was difficult, to say the least. We were two kids raising a baby, trying to figure out how to be adults, trying to figure out if we even liked each other, trying to figure out everything. Looking back, we messed up a lot. Some things took us years to recover from. But what we did absolutely right was we recognized that we needed mentors. We started seeking out people who we thought had a good marriage. We sought out people who were successful in business, successful parents, and stuff like that. I have to say, not everyone is successful in every area of their lives. I learned that just because someone is a success in their business or career doesn't mean they're a good spouse or a good parent and so on. But anyway, we started seeking out mentors. At one point, we were introduced to a couple named Dean and Teresa Fry. Dean and Teresa taught us the value of books. And not the sci-fi fantasy books I would read, and I still read, but books by people who had done and become what we sought after. People who had proven success stories and strategies that they were willing to share. I just had to be willing to take the time to read them. So, in all honesty, my husband dove into those books like a starving guy at a buffet. I, on the other hand, would start to read them. I had good intentions. I wanted to be better. I wanted to do better, but I always had an excuse. I was tired. I was busy. I was whatever. You fill in the blank. I can't tell you how many times I would fall asleep reading a book. I mean, I have been hit on the face with a book. But I never finished them. I think for years, I never got more than halfway through any of them. But my husband and I would discuss them. It was sort of like I would learn from his book report. But we would talk about what we were learning. We would discuss them with our mentors. We would put into practice what we were learning. And you know what? Even if I didn't read every word of the books, the knowledge was sinking in. The belief in myself was sinking in. The skills were sinking in. Little by little, I was obtaining the skills for success. That was over 25 years ago. Our marriage should have never lasted. There was no reason why two high school dropouts should ever be financially secure and living a comfortable life. No reason why we should have found success as entrepreneurs, in our marriage or as parents. But yet, here we are. I'm going to be honest with you. When people ask how we did it, I don't usually give them an answer. When people ask me how I became successful, I don't usually share. Because it's like when they ask how you're doing. They don't want a real answer. They want you to say, "Yeah, I'm great. How are you?" And everybody moves on. I find that people don't really want to hear what it takes to be successful because then they would have to admit that they aren't willing to do the work. But you are here, listening right now. And if you are here, maybe you do want the answers. Maybe you are willing to do the work. The truth is, I am just a student. Everything I will teach you is just a compilation of years of studying great men and women who are willing to share their stories. Now I'm willing to share mine, one step at a time. We're going to venture into some of the most well-known books, old and new, self-help, motivational, business guides, you name it. Anything that I think might help you find success. And the even more important word, balance in your life. If you find yourself digging into a book and somehow getting lost in the middle, it's okay. I've been there. Let's dig into some of these amazing books. Maybe just the highlights of some of these amazing books. We'll see where they take us. But let's do it together. Let's learn together. I chose to start this podcast because I realized that my struggles may not be the same as yours. Yours are not the same as mine. But many of the answers are. I owe my success to being a good student. Now, it's time for the student to do a little teaching. Join me, and let's grow together.